Hi everybody.
Hello.
Not sure if anybody's coming in yet. How do we tell? Yeah. Okay, never mind. Anyways, I guess we just introduce ourselves.
Yeah.
So my name is Charlene and this is my husband Justin and we are the Victors. Yeah.
So what we're gonna do today is talk a little bit about our passion project journey with the Victors, and then we'll go into our other passion project, which is Victory Over Obesity, where we share our experience and help people struggling with obesity to overcome it in whatever way that we can help them. And this is done for free over Zoom calls. Hello. Uh, and then we're going to talk about our approach to our nutrition. And recently, we discovered the amount of convenience that we experience in terms of meal preparation, right? Because we got ourselves a Thermie, and it's been so adventurous since. And we're definitely going to share some of the usage and recipes that we have been trying out on the Thermie, and most of them that we've been playing around with and experimenting with are either low carb or ketogenic. And we'll do a little demonstration, in between, because some of it is going to be, some of it, like the first one is a dessert, a strawberry fat dessert, and that's going to take an hour of freezing. So then we'll put it in the freezer, we'll continue our talk, and then we'll proceed with the demonstration after.
Yeah. So Justin will be the one cooking, not me. But I will be behind the camera. So if you have any questions, feel free to just leave a question, and then if you have questions for him or if questions for me, we will try our best to answer them.
Feel free to be as interactive as possible.
Yes, because this is our first time, so please forgive us if there's anything. Yeah, but have fun with us as well.
Yeah, and just to prove how convenient it is, like the strawberry one, it will be my first time doing, and because the guided function on the Thermie is so easy and so user friendly, I decided to challenge myself to do the strawberry dessert and the lemon curd dessert first time. Whereas the keto cauliflower breadsticks, I've done it before and we'll be doing it again.
Yeah, I love it. Yes, I actually do. But we have replaced our noodle / spaghetti with konjac. We use konjac right now, but
you love pasta.
Yes,
you
exactly.
love pasta.
Yeah, one of my favorite is aglio olio with angel hair. So I miss that very much too. Okay, so you want to proceed right now?
Yeah, okay. So I think the first one that we'll do is we'll just show how easy it is, the guided function of the Thermie. That we'll start with the strawberry one because that takes time to fix.
Okay, so I'll just flip you guys over to show you what's he gonna be doing over there. Okay, so yes, this is our kitchen.
All right, so we just go to the app. There's a guided recipe in the app, and you can choose to follow as much as you want or make differences. So we'll be doing the strawberries and cream bites. I'm not using dried strawberries. I'm using fresh strawberries, and I've also decided to replace it with 100% chocolate powder, which is unsweetened, instead of using dried strawberries.
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Alright, so we just click start cooking.
Yeah, if you guys want any in detail the recipe and like the ingredients, just all you gotta do just like drop us a DM and then we will respond.
Yeah, any recipe that we've covered or we've done, any updates that you want on like ketogenic or low carb recipes, let us know. We'll be happy to share. So the first one is just saying about how you line this up, and we skip the dried strawberry.
My husband is an amazing cook. I'm very, very lucky.
Right. So we place in the strawberries, the fresh strawberries. So you even weighs it for you as you place it in, so that you can be as close to the recipe as possible. Next, 1 teaspoon of natural vanilla extract.
It's so interesting that it actually weighs for you, right?
Yeah, so easy.
Yeah, I think cooking hasn't been a hassle at all for us.
Next, 60 grams of unrefined coconut oil. So we just pour it according. Right.
Yeah, so continue to leave us any comments if you have or any questions.
Yeah, please interact with us. It's our first live. Not only that, it's the first time I'm doing this. So
If you're lucky, you can probably come on over for a meal experience.
yeah.
we like having guests over to try Justin's cooking.
This is 170 grams of cream cheese, softened. Right.
Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna put it away. Okay. So what's next now?
2 teaspoons of monk fruit sweetener. There we go.
So monk fruit sweetener is actually our replacement for sugar. We can't take sugar, so yeah, we use this instead. And it doesn't have any weird taste at all.
Yeah,
it tastes good.
The ratio that you will use monk fruit sweetener is exactly of sugar. So 1 teaspoon equals 1 teaspoon.
Yeah. The reason why I say this is because there are some feedback about keto food, tasting a bit funky because, of course, yes, Chloe, we will definitely share the recipe later, no problem at all. Yeah. So I was coming back to the weird taste of the sweeteners, but with this one, we don't have those weird tastes at all.
And we just turn it to speed 9. So that was a gradual one where you start at 4 and move up to 9. Yeah?
And turn off the music. Yeah, so if you guys want to know any particular recipe or if you want any cooking advice or nutritional advice, feel free to DM us. Leave us a message because it's Justin's passion in this and he will definitely be able to answer you any information that you want to ask.
Yeah, or if you want me to figure out any particular cooking style or whatever that you enjoy that you want me to try and replicate it in keto/no carb version, I'll be more than happy to try it.
Yeah.
I love experimenting with this.
So what's next?
I think we're going for a second round.
Okay, so second
straight
round.
down the sides and continue. Speed 4.
So far, if anybody has any questions, just leave in the comments. Okay, so next.
All right. Yeah, I think we're done.
Oh, that's
so
fast.
we're just going to move this into the molds.
Okay.
There we go.
Oh,
right.
It's so smooth.
Yeah, so we're just going to pour that into the molds. I think we do that. What would be the best way to do this?
Yeah, probably scoop it out something. Yeah, so we really like desserts and I can't wait to try this. Okay, can you guys see this? Oh, don't worry. I mean, if you can't, if you are not very sure about anything, just ask us. No problem at all. Kind of looks lovely, even though it's like, not ready yet. Okay.
Okay, wait, let me use the spatula.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll place you guys back here. Yes, definitely, Yvonne. Thank you for commenting that. Yeah, this video definitely will be saved after live. I will make sure that it will be saved. And we will also be posting this up on our YouTube channel that we just started. And yeah, you can definitely play back to your friend anytime. In fact, if any of you you need any advice whatsoever, just like DM us, no problem at all. Yes, definitely we'll share the recipe.
We'll just let this set a bit. I'll flatten it. Can you guys see it? And we'll place it in the freezer. Right?
So Elle said that you need to speak louder.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's great, Yvonne. Thank you. Yeah, no problem at all because we've been experimenting in this for quite some time already. Oh, okay, no problem. Understand.
Oh, so now we can speak a bit on our journey.
Yeah, so I'll flip you guys back. Okay. Yeah. So while we're waiting for the strawberry thingy to be in the fridge, yeah, we'll talk about our passion project, our journey, and what exactly we do and why we started this.
And in between, okay, so if you can't hear us, let me know because in between I'll be going to clean or remove like the stuff from the mixing bowl, and we'll continue engaging, we'll continue talking, but I would have my attention in cleaning the bowl and everything.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. So recently we started our project called Journey with the Victors. The idea behind this project is that during the pandemic, we experienced certain things that brought our attention to aspects in our lives. And we were paying attention to these aspects and what they brought about because we were struggling with fear and not knowing how things were going to go about, with the pandemic and everything. So we brought our attention to like mental health, at first. And prior to that, we had already taken an interest in getting fit or, losing weight and going about with like proper nutrition and everything. So we wanted to spend more time at looking inwardly at ourselves and healing from any like mental health issues or basically healing from all these aspects that we were struggling in, right? And in that journey, we discovered that it also means a lot to us to do this together with the community and not just for ourselves. Yeah. And so we want to document, we want to share as much as we can.
Yeah. So I think, the idea is that because we spend a lot of time reflecting, and between husband and wife as well, we talk a lot. So, everything that we've discovered, we realize that, we can't just keep it to ourselves. We want to be able to share this. We had a lot of friends who asked us for advice, tips, and guides and stuff like that. But we thought that, why not? Because we value this a lot, we decided to put it out there, share our content, share our journey, and share it with the community so that they can benefit with this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yvonne, yes, we do go to the gym, but because of MCO, I think the first MCO was very challenging because we had back-to-back routine. We hit the gym every day without fail. Then when the first MCO hit, which was last year, unfortunately we had to slow down. So we try our best to like maintain whatever we can do at home. But we have discovered a couple of hacks, workout hacks that we can do at home, and also like knowing what to eat to maintain so that we are in the right track.
Right. Yeah. And that brings us to our second project, Victory Over Obesity, where we are sharing our experience with people who are struggling with weight loss, and we also will come up with videos. There's a lot of Zoom calls that I'm doing with like a few participants that have already signed up. It's totally free, so if anyone knows anyone that is struggling with weight loss,
Yeah.
please just send us a message, and we'll
Yeah.
definitely be more than happy to include you into it.
How do you find out if you are already in ketosis?
Well,
Do you test?
There are ways to go about it. There are the ketone level tests where you test your urine sample, but no, after doing this for about a year and a half now,
Yeah.
we actually pretty much know when we're in ketosis.
Yes.
Because we can sometimes feel something called keto rash, and also our reaction to certain foods will trigger GI spikes if we know. You can actually feel it, and our levels of energy throughout the day is so different. Like before we started ketosis and intermittent fasting, we also do intermittent fasting, by the way. So where we eat in a 6-hour eating window, and 18 hours fasting where we only have coffee without sugar or milk, Chinese tea, green tea, and black tea. So yeah, our energy levels ever since we started this thing were way higher. Like previously, we'd be sluggish after our first meal. Like after half the day, you'd be like so tired, so lethargic. But we get this amount of energy spread out throughout the day, which is something amazing. Like we get to do so much more. But when it's closer to your bedtime, you get very, very tired, like because of the fasting, and probably like. But it's just overall better for us. Yeah, that's what we have noticed.
Yeah.
So one of the other things that we have implemented is a very strict what time we go to bed, what time we wake up. Seems very regimented, but it has turned out really well for us.
Yeah. So Chloe is asking if are we still losing weight, or the weight will maintain after a while? But actually, I am still losing. I'm still losing. Yeah. Of course, there will be a time where it will be stagnant for a bit. But,
Yes.
But then when you go on, you will continuously drop. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I lost 40 kgs already.
Yeah.
And I'm still gonna go. I'm still losing, and I plan to lose until I've reached 50 kg loss, which means I'll be at a target weight of 78 kgs or 75 kgs. Yeah. So.
Okay, so just like some backstory, we have been overweight and thin again and overweight back to back over the years, right? And we've been together for how long? 12,
13 years.
12, 13 years, yeah. So we've been like on and off in this weight thingy for many, many years. And when we finally hit in our 30s, and then we became overweight. So after trying so many things, we realized that, we decided to like give this a shot. And what prompted us to do this is because we had some issues as well, with what do you call that, the whole insurance thingy and stuff like that.
Yeah, medical insurance couldn't insure us at our weight, they just said, no, you're too heavy. So when the numbers were against us, we knew we had to do something about it.
Correct.
And that was the main reason why we decided to take such a radical approach. And the thing is, even though I've already lost 40 kgs, I'm still going to do this. Why? Because of the amount of energy I feel. That I've not had anything sugary, but that's fine because I still get to eat sweet stuff that I make on my own, or there are some low carb products out there that do not give you that sugar crash that you just have. Like I'm so used to not having sugar. The downside is I don't really eat much outside, or I'm very particular when I do. But apart from that, I'm really, really happy.
Yeah.
You feel tired when you start this program? Yes, initially when we started, yes.
Yeah.
It takes you about a week to 2 weeks to get used to being on intermittent fasting, and we did it both ketogenic and intermittent fasting at the same time. Yes, initially, after the gym especially, and after the first meal, because you fast for 16 hours or 18 hours, and then you eat your first meal, and then all your energy is going towards that digestion, Yes, at first it was, but after you get used to it, you even become more energetic than you were before that.
Yeah, because part of my job is also to run events before the pandemic happened. So it's like when I started this thing, I had a lot of energy to go around doing whatever I need to do. Yeah, Chloe, you're right. Yes, it was. Okay, for me, I have to say it was hard to lose even 1 kg at that time. But to be honest, with this thing right now, it's a lot easier. Yeah. So how to control your sugar craving? I like Milo. Okay, you have no idea how much I have sweet tooth. Okay, like my husband he has to come up with all kinds of funny desserts, just to please me. So like what we do is we have ketogenic ice cream.
Yes. Let's show.
Yeah, we're gonna show you one right now that what we usually buy.
So this is no gula, right?
It's by this brand called Cutless.
Yeah. It's no sugar added, but they use their sweetener, and it's amazing. And it's high fat because they use coconut oil, and it tastes great. It really does. Yeah. And this is what keeps us, this and like Coke Zero, 100 plus zero.
And you know what's the amazing thing is that now because we have the Thermomix, I think we're going to probably experiment with making our own ice cream.
Yes.
Which is low carb ice cream.
Like if you see, within the first few days of getting a Thermomix, I was so excited, right, that we made strawberry cheesecake. I have never made cakes before in my life. I always wanted to, but I didn't know how. I just thought it's so much work. And then with Thermie, we just made. Yeah, and just like at the first attempt, it was amazing.
Before we got this Thermomix, I was like craving for. I'm always craving for sweet stuff, right? And I asked. Hi. So I asked my husband to like make cakes and stuff, and he would take such a long time just to try and figure out to make cakes or cookies. And sometimes we won't even end up making it, we end up buying it. But right now, like ever since it came, the Thermie came, and we made our own cakes just like that, So I think we're gonna start doing that. Yes, Christine's my friend. Thank you.
Yeah. So it has been really, really convenient for us to explore all sorts of ways of making this low carb ketogenic stuff and implementing it into our day to day. So that's been amazing.
I'm a hardcore Thermie fan right now.
If you guys want to know more about the weight loss stuff and everything, follow us on the.
Is the sweetener safe? Yeah.
You pick initially stuff like aspartame and all that. Yes, they are known to have harmful side effects over the long run. You got to consume a lot of it. Some use very high salt, but with things like erythritol and monk fruit sweetener, those are good. I think monk fruit sweetener is based off the lohon core, so it's natural.
Yeah. So so we were saying that if you guys want to like recommend our passion project Victory Over Obesity to anybody, just send them over. Yeah, we are doing this for free, really 100% for free. My husband is taking the time and his energy to actually like go on Zoom calls, and help people out and give them like recommendations, talk them through their plans and all that, Why we are doing this, there is no ulterior motive whatsoever. The reason why we're doing this is because we've been blessed with all the resources that we've gotten for the past 1.5 years, and we want to give it back because we understand how it feels to be
struggling with weight loss.
Correct, and not just struggling with weight loss, but the mental health part of it as well. It's not easy to like really want to do it. Trust me, we've been there. We've done all kinds of things. So like to us, this is important. Mental health is also very important to us as well. So just like let us know if you have any questions. So what's next?
So I just want to say that we will be sharing all the exploration, all the recipes, that we work on our Facebook page.
Our Facebook, our YouTube channel, our Instagram.
So,
just follow us. Okay, so what's next?
I'm going to wash the bowl.
Okay.
Maybe you want to let them know a little bit on the artsy crafty and what else we do.
Alright, so he's going to be washing, so you're going to be with me right now. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. So just a little background story on how we came about this whole thing as well, apart from the whole weight loss thing and stuff like that. So like I've mentioned, we prioritize mental health, and personally, like for me, I'm an artist by profession, and I'm also a creative advocate. So I have a separate platform where I lift people up like in a motivational kind of way for creative artists, and I create like motivational content for them. And so when my husband and I, we started talking, because we do a lot of talk therapy together, we prioritize our talking. We discovered that, maybe we can help include this in the community as well. So hence, Journey with the Victors. And and so the purpose of this is for us to promote integrative living. And what is integrative living? Integrative living is basically for us to cover all aspects to function at a healthy level. And so we're covering topics on like life, happiness, what else? Healing, creativity, and productivity. So we will actually include all of these kind of tips, from time to time to help you function at a higher level. Yeah. So, like, if you have any questions, feel free to ask as well. So our Instagram page is Journey W the Victors, and same goes for our Facebook page as well. And on YouTube, I've already included the link below, or you can click on it on our Facebook page. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Yes. Other than that, yeah, I think right now he's getting ready. Are you ready yet?
No.
Okay, not yet. Okay.
But
Okay.
is there anything that you want to ask?
If you guys have any questions, just post. I can ask him and he will answer, and I will let you know. Yeah. Other than that, if you're wondering why Journey with the Victors, is because my surname is actually To, T-O-H, To, so my full name is actually To Xialin. And my husband's surname is Victor, so his full name is Justin Victor. And we call it Journey with the Victors is because I have taken on his surname right now, so I'm known as Charlene Victor. So, and the Victors is our unit, is our family, and hopefully when we have kids, we will all be the Victors. So yeah, he's still preparing. Any questions, feel free to ask. Christine, if you have any questions, please ask. Yeah. So like, I hope you guys are doing okay right now with the whole pandemic situation. We've been working our butt off, with setting up our platforms, and we work from home. So like, events is over right now. So I mean, events is coming back, but before this, events was not in the show. So like, I had to constantly like figure out ways, how to create content, how to promote. Can I know if he wears t-shirts in other colors? Yes, he's wearing a different t-shirt today.
Yes, I do.
Because you said that you wear a lot of green t-shirts.
A lot of green? Hey. No.
Thank you for asking that question. Okay.
So guys, we are now going to be doing the cauliflower breadsticks, keto cauliflower breadsticks. Is it facing here?
Yeah, it's facing you right now. Yeah.
And the first thing we're going to do is line the pan.
Okay, so Joanne has a question.
Yeah, yes,
she said, is erythritol sweetener and monk fruit sweetener the same?
No, it's not. Erythritol is sugar alcohol. Whereas monk fruit sweetener is
Lohan Guo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Lohan Guo. Yeah. Yeah, so I hope we answer your question. And if we didn't, just like DM us, no problem.
Yeah.
We love sharing, guys. So like, no, seriously, we really love sharing information for some reason. So just like ask us anything about our lives, about our relationship, anything about how we work from home, how we work from home together as husband and wives. The stuff that we do, like how we actually follow each other. No problem, thank you. So Mavis asked, what kind of fruits are we both eating?
Mostly, hello.
Yeah.
Mostly berries, jambu batu, or common guava. Basically, you got to be very watchful of like the sugar, inside the fruit. So we don't really have fruits too often.
She asked, things like guava suitable for keto?
Yeah, the jambu batu, the common guava.
Yeah, but not too much also, right?
The pink guava has higher sugar content.
Yes, definitely.
Whereas the common guava is more fiber than anything else.
Yeah.
It's not even sweet. Hope that answers the question.
Okay, so he is lining the tray right now. Right, so if any more questions, just feel free to ask. Seriously, we'll answer anything. If we can answer, we'll answer them. What about banana? No, you can't eat banana. We can't eat, we can't. I haven't had a banana since, how long? Quite long. Yeah. I like bananas.
So the idea of, low carb is slightly different, but the idea behind ketogenic is you have to limit your daily carbohydrate intake to about somewhere between 20 to 50 grams. That's very little if you think about it.
Yes.
Your daily intake. And you got this 20 to 50 grams has to include like sauces or fiber or anything like that to stay in ketosis. But there are ways to go about it by increasing your MCT intake. There are ways to go about it by doing intermittent fasting. All these raises your ketone levels. Yeah, and I think some of you already are familiar with it because someone was asking how you test your ketone levels. So maybe are you doing keto as well, or is it that you know about it?
Yeah, if you do, or if you have any questions about keto, if you just started or you've already doing it, please just leave us a DM and we can share with us the information as well.
We want this to be an interactive.
Yeah.
As interactive as possible, please. Thank you.
So Mavis asks, is common guava any different? I think common guava and the pink guava, is it
different?
Yeah, it's definitely different. Yeah. Joanne asks, is strawberry fine?
Yes, strawberries are fine.
Yeah.
And
everything
is just making a strawberry dessert. The other day you make strawberry cheesecake. Strawberries are fine. Blueberries, in fact, all the berries are fine because of fiber to sugar ratio.
Yeah. Oh, maybe say that she's doing keto. That's great. Please share with us any information
how
you
long
have.
Have you been doing, Mavis?
Yeah, let us know in the comments how long you've been doing keto. Okay, so what are we doing now?
Mozzarella.
Okay, so we're doing a mozzarella.
Keto best friend.
Keto's best friend. Oh, Mavis has been doing it for 2 years. Wow.
Nice.
Excellent.
So it's a lifestyle choice by now. It's not just a diet plan anymore, yeah?
Yeah, another reason why we actually got into this is because apart from the insurance that we were rejected from, Justin lost his dad as well to diabetes and heart problems. So we realized then, that life is really, really so risky, especially if you don't look after yourself. So which is why we ended up, doing this. Or maybe say I still like eating carbs. Sometimes I love desserts too. Trust me, yes, I know how you feel. I love desserts too. Adeline asks, how about blueberries? Yes, we do eat blueberries. Yeah, we do eat blueberries.
Is it facing you or me?
It's facing you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we just got in the mozzarella.
Okay.
All right. So we've got grated mozzarella. We'll set that aside.
Okay, what's next?
How do you feel, Mavis, on keto?
Yeah, so Mavis, if you don't mind sharing, how do you feel being on keto? Christine said music to her ears. Hardcore Thermie fan.
She means the sound, is it?
Yes. Yeah, if you guys need any advice on like low carb or keto stuff, Once again, really thank you guys for joining us, for giving us a chance to share about our journey. We are also still learning as we are also still exploring. So if you have anything that you would like to share with us, just like for community purpose, just let us know. We like meeting like-minded people.
Yeah, for sure.
Any questions? Anybody? Feel free to ask anything. Okay, so what's that?
This is mozzarella.
Okay, so what's next now?
What's next? Probably going to blend the cheese, transfer the bowl.
Christine asks, what's your thoughts about low GI rice like parboiled basmati rice?
Okay, so to be honest, you still have to figure out how much carbs there are in there. Like I said, if you're doing low carb, yeah, a small portion of like these rice are definitely better than white rice. But if you're doing keto, I don't think that's an option. So it really depends on what you want out of it and what you're willing to put yourself through. So like, if you're doing low carb, sure, If you're doing keto, I don't think that's an option.
Yeah.
Keto is really very strict. Even when we started it, right? Let's just share some experience with you. When we started it, right? Because of the convenience, we didn't have a Thermie. Because of the convenience, the first 6 months, our opening meal was eggs and avocado. Some variation of eggs and avocado for 6 months. And then only in the evening after work and everything would I try and figure out to have some more interesting meal. So can you imagine? Because I didn't want to spend so much time figuring out how to cook and like in the daytime and everything. I didn't want it to get in the way. So yes, eggs and avocado for 6 months.
So Adeline said, heard it before but never try. Hope to know more about keto from you all. Yes.
Of course.
Definitely more than happy to share.
More than happy to share.
Yeah. Just like slide us a DM or PM us. Can if you are in KL or Selangor, we can even meet up. Okay. Hope you guys don't mind that I'm moving the camera around because my kitchen's kind of big and like sticking to one angle is a bit difficult.
We'll get the parmesan and the cheddar in.
Okay. Any more questions? Feel free to ask. Yeah, so just let me show you my kitchen while he's cutting. So yes, this is the kitchen. This used to be the back door. Okay, yeah, this is the kitchen. Yes. I don't really cook that much, but he does. I organize the house much more. But I'm hoping that with the Thermie now, I can start cooking as well.
She's being modest. She already cooked for her mom the other day. We'll put up a video on that. She made chikwe or what was the other?
Puchaiko.
Puchaiko for her mom. And she has never cooked before. She got cooked, but just, like...
Very chincai. I throw everything in.
But she came across like the chikwe recipe on...
Thermie.
On
Cookie-doo, yeah, Cookie-doo.
And then it's like, wow, she's so excited. She called her mom over and at her first attempt, she made such amazing chikwe for her mother.
Yeah, I'll post the video up. So maybe said that it's very challenging as her other family don't believe in keto, also have young kids, so to make sure, make sure they have balanced diet. Yes, we can totally relate to this. We don't have kids yet, but in the first few months or the first year, for us to actually join our family to have family gatherings, it's really not easy. Like even friends, when they ask us out, like we sometimes can't help but feel like as though we are troublesome, we are troubling them. Yeah,
exactly.
So we try our best.
Most of the time, I think 95% of the time we eat at home. We prepare our own meals.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you go and meet people, then just keep it to like roast chicken and then bring along some, I don't know, cheese or avocado, or if not, then 2-3 pieces of KFC. It's also high fat, low carb.
Yeah, I think even when we travel, it's also quite difficult, right? Like when we travel, like when I had to visit my relatives in Malacca, it was also very challenging because Malacca's got really good food. Yeah. Oh, Adeline's from Johor. Ah, nice. I haven't been to Johor. Actually, we haven't been.
I'm just getting a teaspoon and I'm putting in the 3 teaspoons of herbs into the
Maybe said my parents also cannot tahan and said worry of my health when they see me eating fat. Oh, trust me, our neighbor said the exact same thing as well.
Yeah,
we had relatives trying to argue with us about it.
In the beginning, right? Because when we did the research behind keto, we understood what carb restriction did and high fat intake does and the interaction in your body. But for someone who does not or has not spent some time in that research, it would not make sense to them. What? You're taking so much fat.
You crazy?
How the hell is that supposed to be beneficial? Yeah. But the idea is that you're supposed to be taking some healthy fats, which is like avocados and oil, coconut oil, and all these good fats in, because you are now training your body or reprogramming your body to run on fat, even your brain 2/3 fat, rather than run on glucose or sucrose. So once you have reprogrammed your body to do that, with the increased ketones and everything, your body it changes its chemistry, and that's when you start to notice pretty amazing stuff.
Scientifically, actually, you're reprogramming your entire body right now. Yeah. So yes, we can totally relate to you. But I mean, if you know what you're doing and you're on track, then that's all fine. That's all good. I actually also, the other reason why I'm doing this is because I was overweight at that time, and so one of the doctors actually did told me as well that if I want to have kids, it's gonna be like quite dangerous, if I'm overweight. So I had to do something about it.
You just added in 1 teaspoon of granulated garlic.
Oh, so okay, you're starting the thingy right now?
Keto breadsticks, yeah.
Okay, so I'll place you guys down so you can just have a standard view of it.
Some chili flakes. Here we go.
Okay, now what you're gonna do?
Now we're going to blend the other cheeses. Earlier it was mozzarella, which we set aside, right? Now we are blending Parmesan, cheddar, herbs, the dry herbs, which is parsley, oregano, and some chili flakes. We'll share the recipe, or you can just find it actually on Cookido if you're already a Thermie user. Or you can just visit. If you're not, you can just visit Cookido, because this one we are not straying away from the original recipe. You can come across it on Cookido. It's called Keto Cauliflower Breadsticks.
Okay, what's next now? Checking.
Yeah, so we get it in and mix it with. I've made this one time before. It was amazing. And just look at that,
Wow. Wow.
You can smell the garlic and the Parmesan coming together and all the dry herbs. It just smells like the garlic bread pizza already.
Oh my goodness, and we haven't had pizza in a long time. Actually, you know what? We can just make our own pizza right now.
Yeah. I'll figure out keto pizza crust, guys.
Oh yeah, if you guys want to know any particular, want us to cook anything in particular, just leave us a comment or just DM us, give us a list of stuff to try, and then Justin will actually make it his mission to try it.
Yeah, my idea here is to explore as much as I can, get it down.
Yeah. Do you guys get hungry easily because of no carbs? This is Christina asking.
No, not at all. I mean, initially, oh my god, it was really challenging. It was a challenge, last time, remember, a few months in, before we passed the 6-month mark, suddenly out of nowhere, you just get Ramly burger cravings or nasi lemak cravings, Hokkien mee. I mean, okay. And then you just craving for it for a whole day, but it's fine, you get past it, and after a while, no more cravings.
Yeah, I think the intermittent fasting thing is the one that helps. It's just you just basically program your body. Yeah.
It's just that we have subconsciously programmed our habits to be of a certain kind, and after a while, after getting used to the newer habits that you are now incorporating into your life, then it just becomes a way of life for you. That's what we really believe in, Yeah, more questions?
Well, Christine said that she gets that all the time. That's why she's asking.
The cravings.
Yeah, the hungry. Yeah, when she's not on carbs.
You mean hunger pangs, is it?
I suppose,
or
yeah.
Cravings?
maybe hunger packs. Yeah, probably if it's hunger packs, it's similar to what I went through last time.
That's why keto works because of the high fat. You get less hunger pangs. That's the thing.
Correct.
On normal low carb, like just remove carbs from your diet, there tends to be hunger pangs. And that's why I yo-yoed before, I didn't I stay away from carbs, but I didn't do keto. I just did stay away from carbs, so I go like anywhere else, mixed rice, just the meat, just the veggie, and do that. Yeah, the hunger pangs get in the way. Whereas keto, you just get less hungry.
Yeah. Maybe said do more keto desserts. Yes, you and I are on the same page. We're the same gang. I definitely want to do more keto dessert. I'm going to make him try. Christine said that nasi lemak craving also. Yes. I know how you feel. Okay, so what are you doing now, Vi?
We're going to do the cauliflower.
Okay, so he's gonna prepare. Any more questions? Just feel free to ask. You know what? I'm gonna flip you guys here instead. Yeah. So you can see him doing it.
Oh, hi guys.
It's easier that way.
How many of you guys already have a Thermie?
Oh yeah. Oh, Christine asked, do you have keto nasi lemak? Yes, we do. He has made one before.
Come, Christine, come.
So yeah, how many of you guys have a Thermie at home? And it'll take some time for them to, respond. This thing is like a godsend, It's made our life so much more easier.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's next after this?
We're just gonna blend it up.
Okay, so he's gonna blend it up. Christine put up her hand.
Right.
Christine put up her hand.
This is the cauliflower that we're gonna chop up now. Now we strip it down. No, actually, you don't need to strip it down. You don't need it down. This is the one where it starts to cook, so I think you better put in some oil.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you want to explain to them?
The last time I did this one where you're supposed to just follow the guided one tells you to just cook the cauliflower mix. I didn't add oil because the guided one didn't mention anything about adding oil, and then the bottom part was a bit it heats up, and the cauliflower,
what do you call it?
a bit like not burn, but there's a bit of a cauliflower on the surface of the Thermomix because of the heat and no oil. Yeah.
Okay. So maybe say if Monday to Saturday I follow my keto diet, then on Sunday I eat what my kids eat, which is what normal people eat. Can I still call myself on keto? No, actually, to be honest,
that's very dangerous.
Yeah, we advise not to do that because we have friends who have done that before. Honestly, that's not how keto works as well. It's actually quite dangerous because you're on fat, right? And then after that you're switching back to normal, so you're like extremely.
It's okay. It depends when you're back to normal on weekends. To what degree? If you're gonna be eating like a lot of carbs, if you still keep like a little bit of carbs here and there, and I think your body will correct it. But if you're gonna take a lot of sugar, that's dangerous because now you are high fat on weekdays and high sugar or high carb on weekends. And from what we understand, from what we have done our research, there's an interaction. When you have high fat, you have high cholesterol, and there's an interaction of what the carbohydrates or sugars, how they process into like the dangerous stuff in your body when they interact with alcohol. So, with cholesterol. So, just bear in mind, like do some research on the dangers of keto, and you probably know because one of the dangers that come up is those that do keto and then have a week or a break or cheat meals and stuff. But I think, in my opinion, if you take like one cheat meal that is not so crazy, your body will correct it and bring it back to ketosis, and you won't face that severe implications.
Yeah. Hope we answer your question. Just continue to ask us anything if you have. I will just post a question to Justin. Okay, so what are you doing now?
Now we're gonna heat and blend the cauliflower. I think, yeah. Speed selector 6. Yeah, I think it's gonna. The next.
Oh, that's fast.
Yeah. Yeah. So now it's when it's cooking.
So it's raining heavily over here. Is it raining on your side?
Yeah, it's raining here.
Yeah. That's why there's the noise.
Maybe did I answer your question? I hope I answered your question in regards to keto.
Yeah, perhaps you can share more about other stuff on keto low carb. Like what the options can they be on low carb?
Well, yeah, on the low carb you have it's basically just lower carbohydrate intake in your day to day when you are more mindful of it, and I think that's a more sustainable one than going keto. It really depends on where you are and how much you want to lose.
Yeah.
The reason why we did keto plus intermittent fasting in the beginning was because we had to lose so much weight. And when we got there, we enjoyed the benefits. But we are now in the midst of like maintaining it. But at the same time, we look forward to transitioning to probably a hybrid, so that it's more sustainable and it's something that we can continue doing for the rest of our lives. Yeah.
We were really, really overweight at the time, so like hence why we were so hardcore and hitting the gym like back to back on a daily basis. No joke. No rest at all. Yeah. Oh, that's good. Thank you.
That's gonna take another 4 minutes, so
yeah, if you guys have any questions,
let's chat.
Yeah, 4 minutes, so you can ask a lot of questions. Any question you want to ask, just ask. More than happy to answer. My cat is in the corner. She's afraid to come to the kitchen.
You guys want to meet her? Oh, Christine will be thrilled. Fuzzy!
Yeah, so if you have any more questions, just feel free to ask. Yeah. Be careful, not too large. The cat's kind of anxious. Oh yeah, this is my cat.
This is Fuzzy.
Okay, enough.
Hello.
Oh, hi, Jess!
Say hello, Fuzzy.
She's very nervous. Maybe say that is why I said very challenging, as my kids want me to join them for pizza and burger. Yes, truly understand we can.
Yeah, we understand, Mavis.
It's really not easy.
Especially like for us in a household, in our own household, we did this together, so that's gonna be so much easier, to maintain.
You wanna know what's funny? The first time when we decided to do this, actually I didn't know we were gonna do this. So my husband started this lifestyle. I think probably in that time, 2 days later only, I noticed that we were actually doing something new. Because I was like thinking, why is it that I can't eat this, I can't eat that? And I started throwing tantrum because you don't have sugar, you don't have carbs, and I was hungry. Then after that, he told me, he said, no, actually we already started this lifestyle. They're like, oh, okay, that made a lot of sense then, But it wasn't easy really, to be honest. I have cravings like at that time,
Yeah, especially if you're doing the fasting as well, yeah. Like I would recommend if you were to start do one or the other, unless you're like us and want to lose like so much weight, then yeah, okay. But if you are just looking to lose like some weight, choose one or the other, and when you start fasting, gradually ease into it.
Oh, oh, maybe so sorry to hear that you're doing it alone. But hey, don't worry. You know what? Because you're doing it for 2 years, right? She's doing it for 2 years. Yeah. So I think that's a good thing that you're still going on with it. It's okay. Eventually, like probably you can do it with us as well. That's why we have this like our passion project is so that people will journey together with us and explore together with us as well. That's the whole idea. Because we don't want to do it just both of us too. We want to share our information with everybody as well. So feel free to do it with us together as well. Yeah. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Sean. What's up, man?
When are you coming over to eat and try more food? So how long more do we have?
About a minute. You can smell the cauliflower.
After hearing your advice, I get a bit worried about my Sunday meal. It's okay, don't worry. You can always
just be mindful. Be mindful on like the amount of carbs that you get in on the day on Sunday. It's fine. Don't do your look into it and see the dangers of it. But generally, if you're doing a lot of being very watchful of what you're doing more often than not, right? Like on the Mondays to Fridays, you should work out. You should work out well.
Maybe do you like exercise? Do you have like exercise routine in your day to day? Yeah, just leave us a comment. It's a bit slow in terms of the reply, but it's okay. We will still answer your question. So yeah, overall it's quite beneficial. This lifestyle, like
for sure.
No problem.
No worries, Adeline. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. The fasting has a lot of amazing benefits. Yeah, if you look at intermittent fasting and its benefits, right? It also leads to immune system changes, and it also leads to reverse aging. Like some people have come up to us and told us that we look younger, like compared to how we were 2 years back.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. There are actually ways to hack this. We discovered a hack on like making sure that you include some activity without having to go to the gym. So actually we just posted a new video today, this afternoon itself. Just look over to our video on the tips on that. Yeah.
So now we've got the cauli all cooked up and it's kind of wet. So the next instruction is to say, we're going to put this in a paper towel to towel dry it. I see Sean's comment will definitely come soon.
You say you don't recognize you. Your brother bear became a
brother bear. Alright guys, so I'm going to dry this up first, right?
He's still a bear. He's my bear. He's a very hunky bear right now.
Why do you have to be a bear?
Bear doesn't mean that you're big, It means that, you are like, strong.
Alright.
So he's scooping out the cauliflower right now and making sure that there's like the moisture, to get rid of the moisture. Yeah. So if you have any more questions, just feel free to ask. Anything you want to ask,
let's chat. It doesn't matter if you ask us about keto, let's chat.
You want to ask us about our life, what we do for a living, how do we like deal with each other, working from home, because we do everything together, no joke. And I get this question all the time from my friends, like, how do you guys like be in the same house all the time together and do everything together? A lot of years of learning hard life lessons as well. But yeah, we value each other's company a lot. So any questions, just feel free to ask. Yeah. So like what's next right now?
Getting the cauliflower dry.
So it's getting the cauliflower dry up.
So what we're going to do is get the cauliflower into the Thermomix, put half the cheese that we have there, which is the mozzarella and the herb, the ones, the parmesan and all that we put in the mixing bowl already. One set.
So Justin asked, do you eat Thermomix rice, which is low GI? That's interesting. Do we eat Thermomix rice, which is low GI?
What's Thermomix rice?
What's Thermomix rice? If you don't mind, could you just like share a bit? We will also do our own research as well. But I mean, if it's low GI and if the person is on low carbs, is it okay? It's a low GI, right?
Low GI, by right, theoretically, we can eat it.
Yeah. So according to Justin, he said that if it's really low GI, then theoretically, yes, we can consume that. Maybe it's asked, do we drink coconut oil? No, I don't.
No, we don't drink. We don't drink. We add coconut oil into our food, yes, but we don't drink coconut oil.
Have we put into coffee before? MCT or something like that?
Yeah,
we did.
We added MCT powder, which is essentially what's found in coconut oil, into our coffee, and we've had that before.
Yeah. What we do is that when we travel, we bring it along a small
Later,
bottle.
I teach you how to cook rice. Okay, so we're adding half the cheese mix, guys.
Yes, Chris, we need more tips from you. And I started making stuff already. I'm so happy. Thank you for this. Yeah, so he's adding the cheese in.
So we want to keep half of the cheese back in the mixing bowl, because the idea is when we put that mix into the oven, we're going to put the balance half after about 25 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes.
Yeah, so hope we answered your question. Maybe any more questions, feel free to ask. So what's next?
One large egg. Just 1 sec.
Why don't you put the bowl here?
Yeah.
Do it here instead. It's supposed to be in the shop.
There we go. 1 large egg. Next. Right. Speed 5.
Speed 5. So Jaslyn said, because the way we cook rice with Thermomix, yeah, the water flush most of the starch from the rice, which we call it low GI. Oh, I see. That's interesting to know. So I'm just wondering, do you guys eat the rice during your diet? Oh, okay. So in our diet, we can't eat rice.
Yes, in our diet we can't eat rice, but since you mentioned it's low GI, I'm going to look into it. It's interesting because then if it flushes the starch out, which is basically the biggest concern, starch being the carbs, if it flushes the starch out, then what's left? The fiber? And if that's the case, then yeah, we can eat that. But I would have to know the detail because of portion control.
Yeah.
We can't surpass a certain amount of grams of carbs per day. But thank you, Jaslyn. That's amazing.
We'll look into that. Very useful information, actually. Yeah.
Thanks so much.
Okay, so now it makes sense why Chris said that he will teach us how to cook rice. Okay, now I understand. Yeah, but really thank you for sharing that. It's really interesting information. Yeah, guys, if you have any more information on keto, low carb, or on the Thermie, just leave on the comments and share it with us because we want to learn from you as well. So maybe it's us, both of you, have you done any medical checkup after doing keto?
Yes, for sure.
You have. Yes. And a very funny story is that the doctor was very worried because I think he didn't know much about keto, right?
Yeah, he didn't know much. Okay, so let me put this on and then I'll come back to you.
So he'll explain. Jaslyn said, I would love to know more if it's okay to eat during keto diet too. To eat rice, is that what you mean? Could you just elaborate, share more?
I think she would like to know more if it's okay to eat that low GI rice.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Jaslyn, for sure.
So let's answer Maybe's question. Yeah.
Yes. So 6 months in, or about 8 months into our keto process, we went for a blood test. And the first thing, the doctor was horrified. He was going to put us on, because mine was higher, put me on cholesterol tablets. I'm like, no, hold on, we're doing keto. And it's like, Then he looked at the other results. No problem, Justin. Happy to do so. He looked at the results and he said, everything else improved. Oh. Only cholesterol.
Yeah.
Then he
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
it was a huge one.
Yeah.
So he was actually kind of surprised. He didn't know. He was concerned, of course, because of cholesterol, and they're classically trained to understand cholesterol as a bad thing. So, but after understanding that we are on this high-fat diet and actually realizing that everything else was improving, he said, just be careful. He said, and then, the standard doctor, yeah, but too much of everything, too much of something is no good, so find a way to like get out of there when you lose your weight. Oh, okay, yeah, we just take it with a pinch of salt.
Yeah.
And we are very attentive to our bodies. We are very attentive to how we feel in our day to day. So we will go with that. Yes, we do go for blood tests. In fact, next Wednesday, we have another medical checkup, and we are paying attention to everything, the BMIs, the blood work, everything, so that we know,
Yeah, perhaps you can even share the update after we've gone for the medical checkup. We'll probably share it on our Facebook page about the update.
The whole idea behind Victory Over Obesity is to share all these details. So like people who are wondering like how safe is this for me can actually feel more comfortable, in going about doing something like this. Yeah. Any other questions? Thank you so much for the wonderful questions, guys.
Yeah, that's a very good question as well. Medical, because that's something that people should also factor in as well. Yeah. So for us, like when we do this, it's not just like something we just do it recklessly. We really do a lot of research. We try to understand from different perspectives. And make sure we get the right information as well. And sure, there are mistakes made along the way, but it's fine. We learn from that as well, and we try to get information shared by others as well. Yeah. So
here we are, the blend. I'm going to transfer this onto the baking tray and we'll flatten it out so we can turn it into breadsticks.
Yeah, so he's over there doing this. Yeah. You see?
Am I blocking?
No. Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, I'm just going to remove that from the...
Please forgive us. We haven't had a chance to get a proper tripod, or a phone holder, so like things have been quite a rush lately.
Yeah, we're very new to. This is our first Facebook Live.
Yeah, exactly.
Ever. Right?
Okay, so he's washing up, and what are you doing right now? You're gonna.
No, I'm gonna flatten this first.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yep.
So this is how he's flattening it. Basically, just took a spatula and just scrape it all across. Any more questions? Just feel free to ask. How many people do you have? 70. Okay. Blocking the view, I think.
Oh, sorry. Well, let me get this done.
I guess we need a counter, as in not counter, an island.
Yeah.
That would be a lot easier. Yeah. So yeah, feel free to keep on asking those questions or any information you'd like to share. Just chat with us. We like chatting with you guys. Generally, we just really like chatting and sharing information.
Like earlier, I was telling Chris that this would be our first Facebook Live, and I'm a bit kanchong, because a bit nervous because I don't do this often. And he said, "No lah, you're in your own home, so you guys are in our home." So feel free to chat with us, please. Thank you.
It's a lot smoother than the other day.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, so now
here we go. We're gonna just put this in the oven, and then we'll get back to you.
Yeah. No. Okay, so yeah, any more questions? Continue to chat with us. Ask us anything. We'll be more than happy to answer them.
Guys, I'm going to wash the the mixing bowl. Yeah. So same here, the nutritionist. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, correct. Hey, but you know what, Mavis? We actually did come across a doctor. So what happened was, I think, was it a year or before we started keto, we came across that doctor.
Yes, there are some doctors
Yeah.
that are very.
Yeah, so there was once I went to see a local doctor, just like a normal GP over here, in a nearby clinic for some personal stuff. And I think at that time we already started intermittent fasting, but we didn't quite do keto yet, right? But yeah, right. And then when we were talking to the doctor about it and stuff, and he himself actually told us about this, and he has his own separate, I think, private clinic, advising people.
He's a diabetic specialist.
He's a diabetic specialist, yeah, and he has his own separate clinic, a private clinic where he advises people on keto, intermittent fasting, and things like that. And I think that's very interesting to know that there are doctors who actually do support this, yeah, or understand this, Of course, everything has to be done properly, and I think that's at least we know that, yeah, there are doctors out there that are okay with this, yeah. But I mean, I guess, yeah, from time to time, just like do
It's
your own
becoming
research.
more and more known and accepted.
Yeah, correct. So Justin is saying that it's becoming more and more known and acceptable right now in all of us, and I'm seeing more and more keto content, low carb content. It's no longer just a diet. It's more like a lifestyle choice right now. Like how we've shared with you, in the past, the reason why we did it because we were so overweight and we tried so many things, and it was really hard to up to a point. I actually thought that because I'm in my 30s, I'm 35, right? So I thought that because of my age I couldn't lose, but that's not true. Because with this it helped us got to the weight that we want. Yeah, and it's not just about looking good and all that. We've way past look about the looks. It's more of the energy. It's more of the internally we want to feel healthy, and we don't want to have health complications. And my husband and I would like to, live longer together without having all those health complications. Touch wood as well, yeah. But that's the whole idea of us doing this lifestyle choice, yeah. And it has helped me tremendously, and because I mentioned that I'm an artist by profession and I run events as well, so I'm constantly like seeing clients, doing events, going here and there and whatnot, and like I have to be on the move all the time. And keto actually, and intermittent fasting, in fact, helped me have that energy to have an active lifestyle. Yeah. So I hope that helped a lot. So if any more questions, just feel free to ask or chat with us.
And come and talk about more interesting stuff in a while.
Yeah, so he said he's gonna come in a while and talk about more interesting stuff. He's wiping the bowl right now. We only have one bowl. We have to invest in another bowl soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Thermomix has actually made so much difference in our lives. It's like before we owned this Thermie, my husband, he had to actually, in middle of work, we have to try and balance out, coming, let's say for example, if we're out seeing clients and then we've got to rush back home, before the jam starts at 4 o'clock, we have to rush back home, and then we have to cook and stuff like that. So it has become like some sort of like a nuisance from time to time. Sometimes it gets so tiring and draining, and because he cooks, not me. But since this, so convenient, you just like have to press, and then okay, done. Then you can go and multitask and do his other work and stuff like that. Yeah. And then what more with the current Victory Over Obesity project right now, we have gotten more busier than usual as well. So Eunice asked, how long have we tried keto? For 1.5 years, is it?
Yeah.
Almost to 2, 1.5 years, almost to 2 years. Yeah. So if you have any questions about keto, you can also just DM us or comment or just message us, no problem. Justin will answer your questions from time to time, no problem at all. So feel free to continue to ask us any questions. Yeah. So you wanted to tell them something interesting, or you wanted to do something?
Next we'll be doing the lemon curd, and it'll be the first time doing it. Any supplement you take?
Oh, any supplement?
Fish oil.
Magnesium.
Magnesium at night.
Yeah. What else? What else do we take?
Yeah,
Vitamin.
we used to take multivitamins, but now we're just reducing that. We try to get it in most of it through our macros, through our food.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But basically, yeah, just like fish oil and stuff. But magnesium because we take it at night because of like we work out and stuff.
yeah,
We get tans and things like that. Yeah, that's about it basically. What else? I think yeah, that's about it.
yeah, yeah.
What was it that you wanted to?
So for me, it's like been a huge change this year. Why? Because previously, I was very used to doing. Like, can you imagine? Previously, I've not been active on social media. I would definitely have a lot of subconscious shadow in the sense where talking like this to you is something that, yeah, sure, of course,
Of course, yes.
that's what we're about,
We're definitely going to share more. Just keep an eye on the page.
It's something that I could not imagine myself doing, like speaking like this and talking to an audience or people who are following. I was mostly like I could speak to people, but this was definitely not the direction I saw myself going. And the fact that, some of the practices that we've been looking into, like um, the exercise, the breath work, breathing, deep breathing, yeah, journaling. I've started doing journaling, the inner work, the meditation practice. It's quite a number of stuff that we've added into our daily routine, so to speak. That's what really got me out of a very comfortable and habitual place. And that's what I'm really excited to share with everyone because that's amazing. The level of transformation that I experienced, she experienced as well, together is something that I think a lot of people, especially, if you're feeling the effects of like the pandemic and everything, is something that can really be looked into. And it's like not something that, it's going to set you back a lot of money or set you back time. It's just basically going about and implementing these things in your life.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
You're my biggest fan.
Supporter.
I love you too.
Fuzzy also.
Yes. So yeah, and late last year, I was actually diagnosed with anxiety disorder / depression. I think the pandemic kind of like made it quite bad for me as well. And I am very open about my mental health journey because to me, mental health is just as important as physical health. So like if like we are so open about like heart disease, diabetes, heart attack, and things like that, right? I think people should be more open and more acceptable about mental health as well. So if it's like anxiety, depression, bipolar, things like that, right? So I think like that, yeah, that's very important for all of us. So I was diagnosed with anxiety disorder, and that's when we started to look into more changes. So like we were already doing that kind of change, in terms of physical, like we were already hitting the gym and all that, but something was still missing. And I think when the pandemic hit us and everything was put on stop, that kind of thing. Like in 1 year, we were just like thinking, how do we go about this? Which I'm sure a lot of you probably face a lot of those frustrations as well, and it's really not easy. So like yeah, so when I was diagnosed with it, then I started my medication, right? And the interesting thing is that the doctor actually told me, he said that all you need to do is just basically just set aside 20 minutes of workout, like cardio, that kind of thing. Then I'm thinking like, but I'm already, on like exercising and stuff like that. But then when I was on meds, right, I when I started meds, I felt like as though I couldn't move about much. But when I just like decided to just give that 20 minutes a try thing, and then I realized that, oh, now I understand why he actually said that, is because that 20 minutes is just enough. So like for us, we hit the gym on a daily basis before this because we were very hardcore. We needed to lose that much weight. But like for you guys, if let's say you don't have time and all that, I understand, that sometimes time can be consuming and all that. I would suggest like hacks, like 20 minutes. So what we do is that during the MCO, when we couldn't go out, basically Justin, he will run up and down just in front of our house, like 10 houses, just up and down. And just 20 minutes will do, or probably even lesser. And just 5 rounds, then that's about it. That actually will do a lot of wonders to your energy. So ever since we started implementing all these little practices, like the keto lifestyle, the intermittent fasting, which I think food actually does help a lot in terms of your chemical inside as well. Yeah. And so we implemented what else? The journaling, the meditation, and all that. Things have been so much better for me. I think better. I work better. I paint better as well, right?
Yeah. It's been amazing.
Yeah. So what we do is we make sure that every morning when we wake up, we don't look at our phones. We really don't look at our phones. And we bring a journal with us, so that because ideas will start flowing in, then you just like write down.
Yeah, the idea behind that is, first I came across some content, of people who really are into this transformation thing, right? And they were asking us to, well, they were saying, pay attention to your dreams when you wake up, right? First thing, fine. Okay, so here you are now bridging the synaptic connections between your conscious and your subconscious mind, right? And then be aware of like the first thought, stuff like that. Yeah, so we started noticing like huge differences, and then more mindful of like the habitual pattern behavior that we were in, and this allowed us to like go about doing more stuff that we can implement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are you gonna be doing next?
Here now we're definitely gonna go into the lemon curd.
Okay. So
One second, I just want to have a look at this.
So he's checking the oven right now. So if any more questions, feel free to ask. Yes, I love you too, Christine.
We just go straight to the lemon curd. It's the first time that we're doing this. Looks pretty easy. Let's check that out together. 60 grams of mushroom.
Okay, so you're going to put in the monk fruit sweetener.
I'm just going to put some lemon zest sweetener.
This thing is amazing, man. It has a built-in recipe. It's really life-changing. Christine, you are right. It's life-changing.
So this one is so simple, yeah? We have lemon zest, basically grated lemon skin. We have lemon juice, right? 1 whole egg and 1 egg yolk. 60 grams of unsalted butter. And monk fruit sweetener. That's about it. Right?
And yes, we will share the recipe as well. In fact, we are going to repost this particular live video. So he's taking the lemon zest in.
Yeah, lemon zest in first.
Any more questions, just feel free to ask.
Monk fruit sweetener.
So maybe this one is for you.
Dessert.
So, at what speed?
It's milling at speed 10. Oh.
You want to show?
Yeah, one sec. Kind of looks like sugar icing right now.
Oh, so interesting.
Wow.
Oh my goodness, we can make dessert all the time.
What we put in was lemon zest and monk fruit sweetener.
So Jimmy asked, that's my cousin by the way, do we use erythritol?
Yeah, for some recipes, yes.
Yes, for some recipes, yes. But lately we've been using more of the
monk fruit.
Yeah, the monk fruit. So maybe ask, what other desserts have we tried before?
Here we go. You see, it's like
It's like snow. It's like snow.
Strawberry cheesecake maybe.
The cookie?
Shortbread cookies with just like 4 or 5 ingredients. Chocolate chip cookies.
What else? And I don't know if you consider chwee kueh a dessert. It's more like a savory dessert. But yeah, we did that as well. I did that. What else we did? We made like some scone. Oh, okay. So like there was once we tried to make mantau for keto, which because in the recipe the mantau is supposed to put, I think, use milk, but we use almond milk, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
when we tried doing mantau or steam bun, I wanted to go about doing it in for low carb and keto. So we used almond milk and almond flour instead, and we used the standard recipe that was provided.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks perfectly fine. You even smell good, right? But it was more idli
Yeah, you know,
than
idli,
mantau.
yeah.
You know the Indian
White color.
like rice cake.
Yeah.
It was more, the texture was more idli than it was like mantau. So we set it aside. The next day, I tried to heat it up, put some butter,
Jam. Jam.
yeah, some
Berries.
sugar-free jam, and some blueberries, and it tasted like scones.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. It's just like it's softer, so we just like use our spoon and just scoop and eat. And that's
So-
all we.
Yeah, through one failure, we found a success.
Okay,
So we're getting in the butter now, and the breadstick smells so good. I think it's about almost time
yeah.
to check it out.
So Mavis asked, just replace sugar, is it right? Hang on, let me just get Justin to read.
Okay. Just replace sugar. There are some where you can just replace, but what about the flour? The flour you got to replace with either almond flour or coconut flour, and sometimes when you do replace with these flours, what happens is the texture don't come out the same. So you got to understand, like you got to test around. That's why sometimes you have the this is our coconut flour and our almond flour. But the thing is, what makes them stick together is stuff like xanthan gum, psyllium husk. You got to figure out all the low carb stuff that will get these properties and these ingredients to come out the way that you want them to for the desserts, like the cakes and the biscuits. Because without the sugar, they don't form the same way. Without the actual flour or all-purpose flour, they don't come out the same way.
Thank you for the love, Adeline. Okay, so now.
So we got in the butter, we're getting in the eggs.
You guys are such a nice community.
Lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been asking really awesome questions. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for sticking around. Okay, next. Are you gonna turn to what speed?
Now we're going to start cook it while it mixes it. So we're going to mix it at speed 4, and we're going to cook it at 80 degrees for 4 minutes. So we get to talk again.
Yeah, so that means you get to continue asking your questions. So maybe ask, like the cheesecake you made, can we just replace the sugar from normal recipe?
Mavis, can you, it's not exactly the same. Can you go to my profile? In fact, the cheesecake recipe is on my profile, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
find me, Justin Victor. You find the cheese. Just scroll down. I have the keto strawberry cheesecake that I made,
Yeah.
and check it out.
Yeah. Or if not,
Thanks, Keith.
yeah. If not, you can also just DM us so that we can reply you with the link to the recipe. Yeah. Just leave us a DM, will do. Then we will respond to you immediately. Thank you. And maybe can replace the flour with some oat fiber. Yeah, yeah. Yes, that's true. So okay? So he's putting in the cheese on top of the breadsticks, and then it will just melt into the breadstick. And then you're gonna put it back in.
We'll just leave it there for another 5 minutes.
You're gonna leave it there for another 5 minutes so that the cheese
It wasn't touched.
Can you hear us right now?
That's strange.
Yeah, just let us know. I've taken off the mic already. Just let us know if you can hear us or not. Ah, okay, good. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
And here.
Yeah, now can.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
maybe
you.
the mic is faulty or something. It's a very cheap mic. Thank you. Thank you for being so patient.
Guys, the lemon curd is ready. Oh wow.
Do I bring them?
Sure. Check it out.
Okay, let me just bring you there to show you. Wow.
Yeah. We gotta set it aside to cool. Yeah. We're super excited to try all this.
It's so amazing, we can have dessert as often as we want.
Yeah.
And it makes quite a bit as well. Yeah, because like we can't, both of us, we can't finish this. So we can keep. So what are you doing right now?
Just removing this, we're done.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're done. So we're just removing this.
Yeah, Christine is like so silky. Go, babe. Wow, look at that.
There
Oh
we
my
go.
god, I'm so happy. I love lemon flavor kind of desserts. Looks like we can try more recipes. Yeah, just like continue to let us know what you want us to try. We will try. We will definitely try and we will share the recipes for sure.
But if you want us to do non-keto stuff, you gotta come here and finish it.
Yeah. Oh no, he's not joking, by the way. He really does. He will actually like invite people over to eat and eat his cooking. So if Adelaide, if you're ever in Selangor here, just let us know. He likes to host makan sessions. Like before we were on this lifestyle, we used to like host much more makan sessions, right?
Yep, for sure.
Yeah. What's the pork thingy that you used to make last time?
Oh, one whole slab of like char siu, you know?
Yeah, he made char siu. What else? Chi kyok cho.
Yeah, all sorts. Yep.
Yeah.
We done here.
Okay.
Yep, we
So
done here.
this
And then
lemon
now
curd.
we've got this. Let me just move.
Where are you putting it?
It's facing me, is it?
Yes.
Right.
Be careful, huh?
Yeah. Here we've got the breadsticks. See that? You're gonna cut it up.
Oh, be careful.
Yep, it's fine.
Maybe it's us, like, did we eat the belly pork fat? Wushio. Yes.
Of course.
Okay, so this is the breadstick from the oven. So right now we got to cut it up into like rectangle, squarish shape. Actually, it's really up to you how you want to cut it. Yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Maybe it's us good fat, right? Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine, but be careful on the level of. It's not as great as plant-based fat. It's okay, it's fine, you know, but it's definitely better than some other fat that is harder to digest by our body, harder to break down in our body. But plant fat is always the better source of fat. You know, avocados, nuts, seeds, grapeseed oil, olive oil. Yep, for sure, coconut oil.
Maybe we should do like a cheat sheet, you know, of the types of oil that
Yeah.
people can eat, the types of fruits that people can eat on a
low carb, keto low carb diet.
It's still very hot. One sec.
Okay.
Let's let that cool down first.
It's like one's extremely hot, one's extremely cold. Oh, look at that!
Yeah, there you go. It's like this, and when we turn it around, we're gonna have chocolate because we remember we lined it with chocolate powder.
Be careful.
There you go. That's how it's gonna look.
Yay, so cute and nice. Okay. I mean, yeah, we're not professional chefs here as long as it's edible.
First attempt.
Yeah, this is our first time doing this. Oh, so nice. They remind me of like one of the candy,
Yeah.
you know, the
something,
Japanese
right? Yeah,
Japanese
something
chocolate.
familiar.
Yeah, with the strawberries at the bottom.
Oh, no. There we go.
I know Christine will like this.
One, come.
Nice. Let me let you guys have a better look at it.
There we go.
Christine, yeah. I want collie mesh. Yes, that one confirmed already, Christine. You sure you're gonna get collie mesh when you visit? Or if you want us to grab it over, can also.
Alright. Okay.
Okay. So yeah. Okay, so what's next now?
We're done. I mean, I just got to cut this up to make it look more presentable, but pretty much that's it, we're done. So your breadsticks, right, if you just cut it up over here, like that, we have your breadsticks, and you can choose to have it with any dip or whatever. The keto lemon curd is awesome. It looks amazing. You guys want to try it? Let's try it.
They can't try.
You can experience trying it together.
He gets to eat it first and I'm holding the camera.
It is sour.
But that's just lemon, yeah.
Imagine a warm, sour lemon custard.
Christine,
That's
my
what it
mouth
is.
is watering. Okay, it's very nice.
Yeah.
So are you gonna put it here? Christine.
You want to do some presentation?
Yeah.
Okay.
She said evil. Promise you we will make it when you are here, when this whole pandemic drama is
You
over.
think we can finish all this, Christine? Come. Yeah, right here. 20-minute drive on a Saturday. Come.
Okay, now you're gonna cut it up.
Yeah.
So any more questions? Because we are almost going towards the end already. If you've got any questions, just feel free to ask. Maybe don't forget to DM us, and so that we can send you the recipe. Any more recipes that you guys want, just feel free to message us. Don't forget to follow our YouTube channel as well, because we will definitely be sharing much more videos on cooking recipes, all kinds of stuff. We're going to cover all kinds of topics on life and happiness stuff.
Alright. Let's see.
Perhaps you want to use this.
Yeah, I think so too. It's hot. It's not hot anymore.
Slowly lah, it's okay. Adeline, me too.
What's that?
In response to Christine's mouth is watering. I really wish you guys can try this in person. No, but seriously, like we are always more than happy to like cook for people. Christine, I like how you have so many kacang. Yeah, thanks to my father-in-law. Wait, okay, so while Justin is cutting that, let me just show you the other kacang. So we have like all the pots and pans all hung here, and then we keep our blenders and stuff all in clear boxes so we can look at them easily. And then over here we hang the other kacang as well. Yeah. And this is where we keep our herbs and spices and our stocks. Yeah. So pretty organized.
Right, I'll keep this.
Okay. Kacang heaven. So yeah, this is the breadstick. I mean, like, yeah, we are not professional chefs, but still, you know, it looks edible. This is something that I can't wait.
It has turned out a little bit soggier and less crispy than the first time round, but the sides are crispy, but it's a little bit soggier. Yeah.
So what are you using for sauce? Maybe you can tell them.
Oh, this is just salsa, store-bought salsa. Be careful when if you're on keto or low carb, be careful when you get your salsa and make sure it's you check. Some of it have higher carb content, some of it is pretty low. But generally, salsa is not very sugary.
Kacang heaven.
Alright, that pretty much wraps up our demonstration.
Yeah.
There we go.
So we have the strawberry fat bomb.
Yeah, strawberry fat bomb, keto lemon curd, and keto cauliflower breadsticks.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So let me just flip over. Right. So yeah. So if any more questions, feel free to ask, because I can't wait to eat as well.
Yeah, it's been a long day, and
yeah. Thank
you so much for being
joining
here
us.
with us.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. Give us feedback, give us comments. You know, what would you guys like to see next? You know, do you want me to go about exploration? Like today was much of a guided one, that just show. You know, you want me to go about doing explorations? You want me to go about experimenting and then sharing what I come up with? Because I really enjoy that. Let us know. And in regards to victory over obesity, if you know anyone that would like the help that we give out for anyone that's looking to lose weight, send them our way. Let us know. We're more than happy to help.
Yep,
And if
yep.
you like our content on Journey with the Victors, please give us all the support. We could use all the support that we knew, and we could use all the support. You know. And at the end of the day, our objective is just to share what we experience and what we learn from this entire journey.
Yeah, invite your friends to like our page. So on Facebook, it's Journey with the Victors, which is Journey W the Victors. On Instagram, it's the same thing as well. It's Journey W the Victors. And on our YouTube channel, the link is just below here. We don't have enough subscribers yet to get our own the URL with Journey with the Victors.
Yeah.
So currently it's just like youtube.com/channel/numbers and alphabets and all that. So yeah, if you can just like support us, like give us follow us on subscribe us on YouTube, right? And just share our content with your friends. Thank you so much.
Thanks for the love, guys.
Thank you,
Eunice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Take
And
care, guys.
don't forget to just like comment below or DM us for anything that you guys want to know.
All right, Adeline.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
We're gonna go eat now.
Yeah, we'll post the replay. Bye. Thank you.
See you, Mavis.